a friendly reminder. This isn't honest advice, just friendly conversation from lived experience. Hey family, welcome back to Beyond the Fog. I'm so glad you're here. Last week we talked about what healing really looks like. Not the Instagram version, but the raw, unfiltered process. Today we're going even deeper. We're talking about battling trauma and reclaiming your motivation, especially when it feels like life has already taken so much from you. I want to start by saying something personal. I'm 26 years old, and in those 26 years I've gone through things that no child should ever experience. I lived through addiction in my home, been in and out of foster care, and I survived being a victim. These are things I didn't choose, but they shaped me. They gave me thick skin early on, and for a long time, I turned that pain into a drive to succeed, to prove everyone wrong. I became obsessed with being great at everything, especially the signs, the voices that told me I couldn't, the ones that teased me for not being able to read without expecting nothing from me. But here's the truth. That drive, when rooted in pain alone, doesn't last. Somewhere along the way, I lost my spark. I felt burnt out. I didn't even know why I was pushing so hard. So I asked myself these 3 hard questions, and I want you to ask yourself too. Who am I really doing this for? Will my work matter when I'm no longer here? And if I could gain success or praise for this, would it still be worth it to me? We hear about consistency and discipline. Social media loves to shout it. But what they don't say is how difficult it is when you're battling mental illness. I lived through schizoaffective disorder, and that changes everything. Motivation doesn't just appear. Sometimes we have to build it up, from the ground up. So here's how I started doing that for myself. Step 1, I wrote it down. I made a list of things I wanted to do, not for anyone else, but for me. I wrote things like walk 10,000 steps a day, start a podcast, join a gym, take boxing lessons, spend real time with my loved ones, and just do things that made me feel alive, outside of work and lying in bed. Step 2, I prepared for change. What would I need? What equipment? What time? What mindset? I started small. No pressure to be perfect, just preparation. Step 3, I did it. I took action. Some days it felt easy, others felt impossible, but I kept going. I tracked my progress. I stayed on top of my medication, and I made it a habit to talk to someone, to celebrate my wins, even the small ones. And listen, you will miss a day. You might even miss a week. That's not failure, that's life. You just come back to it. The more you show up, the easier it becomes. Even on your low days, that habit will carry you. If you're listening and feeling stuck, start with one thing, one change, one goal, one habit. You don't have to move mountains today. You just have to take a step. So here's your invitation to comment below or message me. What's one thing you've put off that you really want to pick up again? Let's hold each other accountable. Let's grow together. Thank you for being here. I hope you felt the heart behind my words today. I'll be back next week with another episode where we'll talk about learning to trust again, healing relationships after trauma, beyond the filters, beyond the expectations, beyond the fog. Have a beautiful day, my loves. If this resonated with you, don't forget to subscribe and share. Until next time, later.